All right. Hello, hello. So freaking excited. Happy My GLP Tuesday. So much going on. So in case you've lived under a rock, this Saturday, we'll just recap real quick. Saturday was our live launch of My GLP, which I also want to say, I want to make sure that everybody is aware when we're talking about this product, use the words My GLP because that's exactly what this is. It's a holistic approach to boosting my own GLP. That's why it's called My GLP. I know some people are saying GLP, and then people are like, oh, that's a replacement. And no, that's not what we are. Okay. So make sure that you are using the term My GLP together when you're talking about this product. So on Saturday, we had our live launch. I was at the event in Dallas. It's not that far from me. And it was so cool to be able to see. So the screen that we watched, they were on stage, and the screen all the way behind was everybody watching live. And it was so cool. I felt like a proud mom because I saw so many groups of y'all on the screen. I was like, oh, there's Stephanie, there's Twin, there's Jackie, there's Krista. Oh my gosh. Like I was so excited. I almost couldn't concentrate because I was so proud. So it was like being in a, like a dance mom theater when your kid's on stage, I guess. Anywho, okay. So what we want to chat about today with that is one, pre-order is closed. There is going to be a call tonight, corporate call. I'm going to go live in my team page for those that are in Canada and can't get on. Please make sure that you're sending the text and reminding your people to get on. We've had so many people that have kind of checked out as thrivers that this has woken them back up. They have come back. If you're back, hi, hello, how are you? That we need to make sure that they're getting these messages and they know about this call so that they can get all the details from Jason himself and all the things. Something that I truly love is that I took the capsules for 7-ish days. And I loved how good I felt, like calm, cool, but still focused in energy. But then also that I slept really well. And everybody, it's kind of like Thrive. Everybody's gonna have a different story. Because for me, I've had a really hectic year, a whole lot of stress and a whole lot of worry as a mom and a wife of things going on in our family. And I've not been sleeping well. And normally that's my story with Thrive is I sleep really good. But just worry in life, I have not been sleeping that well. And this, y'all, when I say sleep, I'm talking sleep like out like a light, solid, calm, not waking up groggy the next day, just really good. It's almost like re-thriving without all the stress and worry I have in my life. So that's kind of an awesome thing. And then in addition to that, really not being overly hungry. Yes, Stephanie's so different from the rest of the gummies. But like not being overly hungry or anything like that. So the other day when we were at the live event, we got samples and I tried the shake. I really like the shake. I will say I still love our classic shake. I also, because I'm not a fan of the elite shake, I love our classic shake. I just really love it. This one is more cinnamony because cinnamon is one of the main active ingredients. If you read up on like cinnamon and turmeric and things like that, it's so good for your body and your health. And so that's one of the active ingredients currently for this. So you taste that, not in an overpowering way, and it's not gritty. It's just different, same as the capsules are just different. The tongue strip. So I did a live, y'all. Maybe you shouldn't have gone live. I did a live and I put it in my mouth and then I went to talk and it like vacuum sealed to the roof of my mouth. Like it was stuck. Like I had to step off the camera and dig it out of the top of my mouth. And so I was like, okay, things things that are going to have to be worked through personally. So when
You didn't delete that live, did you? Because now we all want to go watch
oh,
it.
it's on there. It's because I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna be real and live and raw. No, Janelle, the live I did mixing my shake and doing the tongue thingy. Okay, so anyway, running to watch it. Thanks. Okay, so yesterday I cut it in half because I was like, I'm gonna try this differently. And I put it on top of my tongue and let it dissolve, and that worked out. And then I did underneath because they said you can do it on top or under your tongue. Okay. So I was kind of just trying out both ways. And so we got 3 sample strips. So the next one I may try it again. The whole thing under my tongue. I don't know. But it's definitely something you're going to be playing with. The taste was it was minty. It's really, I was telling Siobhan, it's really hard to explain. It's minty and very strong and powerful, but not as strong and powerful as an Altoid, because I literally hate Altoids because they make my eyes burn. So it wasn't like that, but it was definitely minty and powerful and kind of stayed with me for a while. Also, I never felt like edgy or overly like, it didn't make me overly energized, but I still like the appetite control was definitely there. I just wasn't, it wasn't that I wasn't hungry. I just wasn't necessarily hungry for a lot. So like still wanting to eat, just not crappy and not a ton. So I feel like that's a good thing, that people would be able to still have an appetite, because we don't want people not eating. We want people getting nutrition and nutrients and all the things. So, okay. Stephanie, I want to go ahead and go to you because I know you only have a minimal time, and then we'll kind of go from there. But like for you, touch on, I know you had an amazing weekend. I know your numbers. And what are you doing now that pre-order is done? Because I really want, we can't just wait for the next pre-order to open. We have to keep running with the regular Thrive. So Stephanie,
That's exactly what I'm telling my team, because we're not going to be getting seriously. We can't just sit down and wait and be like, oh, okay. And then in a week, people are going to be bitching and complaining. Well, my numbers aren't moving. Well, yeah, your numbers aren't going to be moving because you're not showing your excitement still for the products that you're still taking right now. Okay. So do not stop sharing and showing what you're taking for Thrive. Another thing is, don't stop following up with those people for GLP, because when this next launch is launched, it's going to be like last weekend's launch. And holy balls, when y'all open up your checks today, you're going to get very, very, very hungry, and you're going to want more of those checks. And you're going to get more of those checks by constantly using your mouth that God gave you, and talking money. I can't stress enough. Talk money, talk money. I signed 8 promoters in 3 weeks just by talking money. Okay. You got to talk money. And especially today, don't show your paychecks. Obviously we can't on social media, but behind the scenes with people that have been watching, I will screenshot my check and be like, dude, join me now. Like, let's go. So like, I am for real. Hey, Jason even gave us he said we can behind, he told me we can. So
No,
Amber,
I'm laughing at Katie's comment. She said, talk money. You told me to show my boobs.
I mean, whatever gets you money, do it. Katie, shut up.
Anyway, but yes, y'all, I do want you to hear that about talking money, because I'm really bad about it. I'm the first to admit it. And I've even told Steph that. And so I'm trying to, it's not comfortable, and I'm not consistent at it, but I am trying and I'm putting myself out there, and I'm trying to do it more. So I'm following Stephanie's lead. I'm not saying, hey bitches, but I am, I am following her, because that's not me. But I am following her lead and trying to talk more about the money side. And basically right now, y'all, with somebody starting as a brand new promoter, we're how many weeks till Christmas? We're literally almost 2 weeks to Christmas. So they could get that $1,320 in their VIPs between now and Christmas. And if they really hustle, they could go after that $6,000 or that $5,000 because we still have rank bonus until the end of the year. So like, don't forget about that. Okay, Stephanie, you got any
And
last
constantly
minute-
adding people. Yes, adding people. I just recently added a random chick on Facebook. Here it turns to be that she was an old 12K thriver, closed her account in 2022. She just joined me yesterday. So adding to your network every single day. And again, talking about the money, talking about the weekly paychecks. No, I saw somebody ask if we have a script. I don't have a script. I hate scripts because every conversation that I have, I use my voice. I want them to hear my excitement. I want them to hear my passion. I want to talk about the community that we have. You can't get that through a text, and people can see and know when it's a constant copy and paste, right? So just be you, be excitement when you're talking about these kind of things. I mean, even with your upline, go practice with your upline. Like, hey, how does this sound? Pretend that you're a potential. I mean, role playing, that's what we like to do at our retreats, is constant role play. So, gives people different ideas and different verbiage for things. But yeah, just keep staying consistent. Don't just pump the brakes on right now, because you're going to regret it by the end of the month. I mean, shit, my husband is finally on track for 200K. There's no pumping brakes. There's people on track to get their 80K, to get a brand new 80K bonus. Don't pump those brakes, because we just know come January, when next thing is released, I mean, you guys, it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And these GLP orders count towards, you guys, the Auto Elite bonus. Like on the 15th, I will grab that. And that'll be the first time ever that I've ever grabbed Auto Elite. And it's because you're constantly just talking about everything, sharing your excitement and your stories. I'm telling stories and reels right now. That's where it's at.
Well, and I will say, so like you mentioned, people asking about scripts. Okay, so what I would recommend for you to do is go look at Stephanie's stories. Go look at Katie Muntz's stories. Go look at Maria's post, and go, like, do not copy paste. Don't be those people, but get ideas. Because when you see how they're talking about it and what they're saying, it's easy to stop overthinking when you have an example. And so you can be like, oh, I can say that. Oh, I can talk to my audience about that. Like, it's easier that way. Okay, Judy, we're going to hop over to you. Hi. Thank you, Stephanie. Love you.
Yes, it was a crazy day Saturday.
Oops. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
I saw your sweet face on Saturday.
Yes. So may have been in the same room, but I wanted to be up there on that screen. It was pretty fun. And literally, we saw my group sometimes more than we saw Steph's, but it was just fun. And it was fun to be together. It was crazy and nuts that day.
So tell me this, what stood out to you about this system, or what are you excited about, and what are you talking about?
So I really was just sharing really what I was seeing other people sharing. I am not one to recreate the wheel. Like, literally, technology isn't my friend necessarily. You guys, the older you get, sometimes, I love it when somebody comes to me and they're 30, 35 and they're like, well, I don't know how to do this. And it's like, okay, wait a minute here. I'm 62 and you need to figure it out, because I'm not always that hand holding person. But literally, the system for me is like, I've seen people have results on the shot. I've seen people have to go on them and then go off because of how sick they are and what it's done to their body. And I've always been intrigued. Like, I've always struggled to lose that last 20 pounds that I could use or could lose. And this is my ticket. So I am super pumped. I know what they do when they change or come out with a new line. I really liked when Elite came out. And I know that I'm going to absolutely love this. I actually had a couple old promoters come back when I started posting about this. One hadn't ordered since 2018, and one was like 2020. And so, you guys, this is exciting for people, because you know, people are paying out of their pocket to grab these shots, and who knows what you're going to find out 20 years from now when they say this is caused from this or this is caused from this. So I always love that holistic way of doing anything in my body. So I'm super pumped. And Saturday, I mean, numbers were absolutely insane. I mean, literally crazy how much volume I did on my team and I. So um yeah, I mean, this is going to be a game changer in the health and wellness industry. Like and whatever they do it like ultimately the best.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are you doing now with the pre-orders closed? What are you
So
doing
I
for people that are coming in or
You know
your
what?
team?
Honestly, I had a couple that didn't order that said they were going to order. I think it was a money issue. I've actually reached out to them about the 3 steps because we all know with the 3 steps we can have weight loss and we can feel better. So it's a little bit more affordable for that person. It's I can give them a 25% off coupon. Like all of those things matter for some people's pocketbooks, especially the month of December when people are doing Christmas or whatever. So I still every day go in my stories and I post about my 3 steps and taking my 3 steps and what it's done for my gut health alone. So I was always had so much inflammation in my guts that people would actually ask me if I was pregnant, and I was like, that would be a medical, uh, it would be impossible. That's all I can tell you. And literally, but I always looked like that. So it always bothered me, and the gut health that I have gotten just from these mixes, and I never really thought about it because I'm a person that would die if I didn't have my capsules because I'm a horrible morning person. But when I think about it, and I know Amber herself will say, if you can only take one product, take the mixes. And she is absolutely right because gut health is huge and it is a game changer.
Yeah.
So really just
But
promoting the
let's
3
not
steps,
miss, huh? What?
just really promoting those 3 steps. That's
Yeah.
what we're all using. We can't stop talking about it because this system won't be for everybody.
Well, and I'm letting people know, like, let's get your body ready. Let's prepare you. Let's get, your nutritional gaps filled. Let's maybe it's the detox. We've got the detox bundle. Don't forget about the detox bundle. There's so many options to get them started now. And then also that mention the refer to, like, hey, let's get you to where you can get your product for free, and let's get this going. And then, oh, you have people that want to order GLP. Let's get them. Let's all of you get your bodies ready at the same time. All right. So thank you so much, sweet friend. We are going to jump over to Katie. Katie, I have not looked today. What number are you on the PPA leaderboard today?
I'm 4.
4. Okay.
I'm like $20 away from 3. I'm like,
Okay, so Katie's kind of gone like 2, yeah, like
it's crazy. I didn't even know I was on there.
But listen, that's so awesome. Okay, so one, to even be on the leaderboard is a freaking amazing. So yeah, don't let it like upset you that you're 4th headed into 3rd, because anything can change. So talk with us then. What are you doing? Because I think it's kind of been a recent thing that you're getting. It took a little bit for you to get interest again, right? So if you kind of want to share your quick little story and what's happening since coming back.
So I'll make a long story very short, and I'll try to wean out some of the details. But I was an 80K Thriver with Lavelle for 8 years. I took a detour, thought maybe things would be brighter on the other side. They weren't, hence why I'm back. Because, I know what we have here. I know the company that we have here. I know the leadership that we have here. There's nothing like it. And the products in itself, like, they sell themselves, you guys. Like, they give you the best results you could possibly have. Christy, my friend that's on here, she's like, I stopped taking it. I felt like I had like sludge and slime going through my veins. Like she's like, I need my Thrive. Right. So I came back and it was I went through a rough road because yes, I brought people in. I did great at first. I also became a mom during that detour. So trying to learn how to build a business again with child. So it took me a minute to kind of get my rhythm, and so I realized that I have a lot of bits and pieces in my day where I could be working on things. For me, I struggle with focusing. So I'll be like, oh, we're going to work on this. We're going to work on that. So literally having this journal, my Bible, follow me everywhere I go, has helped me a ton. So over the last like 4 or 5 weeks, I started going through my back office and then taking my emails and doing mass emails. I use a thing called Flowdesk. I know there's a lot of other things available, but it's like $19 a month. I can do mass emails on there really easily. You can create forms on there as well. If y'all want the link, I can send it to you. But I mean, there's tons of different ways. But I feel like, people don't check their Facebook Messenger every day, even if you're getting in their Messenger. But sometimes people will scroll through their emails in the morning. So it's just another way of kind of getting in contact or making people aware of what you have going on. So I've been doing that more consistently. And I also like that you can like create them and schedule them to go out later. So trying to pre-plan kind of like your posts on social media. So I've been doing a lot of that. Plus then like when I kind of dribbled information on people leading up until Saturday. And then when that happened, I sent out another mass email like, hey, it's go time. And then I started getting in my list here and sending people individual messages. But having that VIP form, that sign up for this was huge for me, huge, because people will reach out to you on social media, but then there's people who will just click your link because they're interested and then they want to be on your form. So I had people come through the woodwork that I didn't even know were interested, and they want to be quiet about it, which I completely respect. But then when they get on my list, then I know, okay, hey, I need to reach out to this person and tell them this information. So that helped me a ton. And so now, like when we're in this transition phase, I don't know if you can tell that I'm like super excited right now. Y'all, I can't even take this stuff. I'm pregnant and I won't have this baby till June. So I'm gonna like live through y'all.
What?
Yes. Yes. I'm making baby number 2 right now. So I can't even take this stuff until June. So I'm gonna continue to use y'all's experience, your testimonies, that kind of thing. But round 2, so from now until then, like Judy said, get people on the 3 steps. What we have now, like these products aren't going to go out until January 3rd. So by the time they get that, say it's maybe January 10th, that gives them almost a full 30 days to get on the original 3 steps to prep and prime their bodies, which is huge. Like who wants to sit and just wait and wait and wait? So get them excited about it. Also referrals, like ask the people who ordered the MyGLP, share your excitement with your friends about what you're going to be doing. Maybe they're going to want to join you and you can use your products for free the following month. So we have all of these tools in our toolkits. We just got to utilize them. Also, I'm building my round 2 VIP list. So yes, I have people on my VIP list from before. I'll keep them part of my email chain, but I'm going to start promoting round 2. Did you miss out on this? Is this something you think maybe you'd be interested in? I'll make sure you're on my list for my next reach out. Also, I think what's important is to just be connected with your people, build those relationships, send them a Merry Christmas email around Christmas time. Don't just be all sales pitchy about the products, which I feel like I have been lately, but whatever. But I sent out like a Thanksgiving one for my family because, people, when they invest in these products, they're investing in you and your family. So I've also been told over the years how you end your month or your year sets your pace for the year. As y'all know, if you've been with Le-Vel for a long time, they do a big, and then January, February, March, those are huge hitting months, because it's, beginning of the year, New Year's resolutions. People are wanting to invest in themselves, invest in their health and wellness. People sometimes get tax refunds and they wait on those to invest in themselves. So definitely keep your foot on the gas and just keep going, because you guys, big things are coming. I haven't seen something like this in quite some time. So, a lot of excitement, but that's what I have.
I love it. And oh my gosh, I didn't know. How did I not know? Congratulations.
Thank you. We just told people on Thanksgiving. And so then I had to make a post because I knew my family would beat me to it if I didn't do it. So
I must have missed the post, but yeah, I just knew you were chasing the one baby around. So, okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I love getting surprised in ways like this. Okay. So, but y'all catch that. She's not even going to be able to take my GLP, but she sure as heck is running with what we have here, right? Like it is, it's almost like starting Thrive all over again. Siobhan Birch actually said that yesterday when we were chatting. It's like so many messages, and I'm in so many three-way chats. Y'all don't forget, blow me up. It's fine. Like, don't overskip your leaders, but like I have my personals that are throwing me in three-way chats, and it's not just about my GLP. It's about, hey, they heard about me through this. They want to know about Thrive. So like, don't forget to be meeting people. Don't forget to be getting, like Stephanie said, adding people, meeting people, being not an advertisement or a billboard on your page, but being you, talking about what you have here. And don't forget about like going live, going live on Facebook, going live on Instagram, interviewing people. Those are things that get people interested. When you're talking, people slow down, right? They might go past a post, but if they see you talking, they're like, oh, what's she saying? And they kind of go back, right? Okay, Katie Muntz, are you where you can chat? I'm trying to find you. I gotta make it so you can unmute. Here, I'll just go ahead and make you a co-host because it's not letting me do anything else. Katie, are where you can unmute and chat?
Can you hear me?
There you are. Hi.
Okay. Hi. So I'm driving and I'm actually about to come into a dead spot. So if I just disappear, that's why. But I was listening and all of these ladies said like really good things, but I want to stress something that's super important too, is when the price point was launched for this, I was really excited. A lot of people were kind of like, oh, like the 3 steps is 160, this is 225, that's more. And I want you to flip your perspective on this, because if you're going out and you're getting these injections, these are anywhere from like $600 to $1,000. Okay. I literally just watched a Wegovy commercial the other night that had 3 whole minutes of side effects listed, and then said expect to pay $650 out of pocket if insurance doesn't cover it. And 9 times out of 10, insurance is not covering these supplements or these injections for people, right? So $225 is literally a fraction of the price. It's holistic, clean ingredients, no harsh side effects. If we've learned anything in the last couple of years, it's, we've had our eyes open to the garbage that's in the things that we consume daily. So this being a holistic approach and a fraction of the price, if you're not running with it, like, you are doing a massive disservice to yourself and to your business and to your network, honestly, because I had people reach out of nowhere that I've never talked to about the 3 steps, who have told me, hey, my doctor wants me on a GLP-1 supplement, but my insurance doesn't cover it. And I can't swing $800 a month. But guess what? I had like 4 of them order at the launch, because $225 to them, again, it's a perspective thing. Here's your guys' school. It's a perspective thing. I told them we were driving by their school. They were super excited, and they're like, that price point's phenomenal. So I'm going to be, my thing for the next, month is I'm going to be really, really heavy on the business. I do that anyways. I focus on the business. Just because I think if you focus on the products, and our products are amazing, but if you focus on the products and you have someone that's not interested, there's a 0% chance you're going to be able to flip them to a promoter. They're not interested, right? But if you're focusing on the business and they're hesitant or they're unsure, you can talk them into being a customer. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're not interested in the products at all? Well, do you want to sell them with me? No, but it's like, hey, you're interested in the business, but you're scared and you're hesitant. I get it. Let's just get you as a customer and get you thriving and see if we can get you thriving for free, right? So I can always play both sides of the fence there. When I talk, I'm not, Okay. I can always play both sides of the fence there when I'm talking about the business, and I can usually get them on the 3 steps. Most of my customers are potential promoters, right? They just want to try the products. So I plan on running with the business though. We're pulled over because I'm the dead spot's like right there. I know exactly where it starts. So I'm going to be working on the business. I'm going to be leading with the business. This is a huge launch. Like someone had said, I think it was Steph, you know, when they launch again, it's going to be just like Saturday all over. And our team, I think I checked our numbers, and in like 30 minutes, we were like $15,000 in GLP out the door. Like it was insane. I've been a part of the Duo Burn launch. I've been a part of the Elite launch. I've been a part of the HDS launch. None of them have ever hit quite like this one, right? And so I'm going to focus on the business, but I'm still going to talk about that GLP. Jason said the next drop may not be until February. So when mine ships and I get it, I'm going to be so heavy on talking about it again, because I want my list to be twice as long as it was this last time. So that way it is like Saturday all over again. I'm not letting off the brakes. I've never seen a launch like this before. And I feel like if you're not sharing, you're doing a disservice to yourself, but also to your network, because people are out there that want these things or need these things. And it's not even necessarily for weight loss. Because when I was beta testing, I had people tell me like, why are you using it? You're 150 pounds soaking wet, Katie. Like you don't need to lose weight. And it's like, we don't realize that GLP-1, that's something that we all have. Whether you're black, white, big, little, you know, young, old, we all have GLP-1 hormone in our body. It starts at our small intestine, like they had said. And it's got like massive health benefits, blood sugar, cardiovascular health, focus. I mean, all of these things. So it's like brain health. And so it's like, that's like saying, oh, Amber, you know, because you're in a different age group than me, like you don't need your liver. Yes, she does. Like, we all need it. I don't care how old you are. You all need a brain. You all need a heart. We all have GLP-1. We all need GLP-1, right? It's got so many benefits to it. So, you know, I'm talking about all the things. Tony's going to use it for weight loss because he, you know, he's on a medication right now for another medical thing he's having, but the side effects for that medication, because they all have side effects, is weight gain. And so he's gained some weight and he wants to lose it. He's so excited about this. He was sitting there throwing his money in my face. He's like, you better get some of that. You better get on there. Like, you better get some of that. And I'm like, it says an hour. I got somewhere to be. He's like, too bad.
She texted me. She was like, Tony came in. They were watching the Zoom. Tony came in and threw $200 at her and said, place your order.
And he videotaped himself doing this. Like I literally have it on video. And so he wants it. Yeah. So he wants it for the weight loss. Okay. He wants it for the weight loss. I want it for like the mental, the mental benefits, the health benefits, all those things. We could all benefit from it. So if you're not sharing it, I would start now. Like Katie before me had just said, how you end is how you're going to start, right? And so and not even just on a yearly basis, but month to month, how you end is how you start. So don't be that person that, you know, halfway through this launch, you're kicking yourself because you're seeing 4Ks, 12Ks, 80Ks, 200Ks, millionaires pop from this, because it will happen. We're going to have new 6-figure earners. We're going to have new millionaire award recipients because of this. You can be one of them, but don't be that person that just kind of like coasts in and then watches everyone else do it. And then you're kicking yourself in the butt while it's happening.
I think that's such a great perspective, because my thing right now is don't wait. Don't sit on this and just hope that your numbers roll in, right? Yeah. Like go, yes, talk to your team, get your team excited, but you lead the way, be the leader, make the post. You know, I talked about last week about even if you haven't posted Thrive in a while, post now. Go post now. Go remind people that you're a thriver. Remind people that you're about to shake up your health and wellness routine for the first time in however many years, right? Talk about that, because I will tell you, so with everything happening in the world, one, I feel like we're just around the corner of an economic change. Okay. So first of all, there's that. But also if you listen to, there's so much happening and so much talk about keeping America or getting America healthy again, because, and this is a whole nother soapbox, we don't have to get on it, but basically we've been being poisoned. But it is the more easy foods you get, the more processed food you get. If you've watched me in the last 2 years, you know, I went down my own health journey. With the start of our detox, I basically cut back a lot, like 90% of processed foods, and it did a number on my body. The way I look, the way I feel, all the things, so much better. This is actually I don't want to say a trend, but it's trending in social media right now and in the news about how big corporations are being called out for using things they shouldn't use in our processed foods that they don't use in like Canada and Europe and things like that because they're not allowed to. So it's actually forcing the FDA to go back and look at ingredients that they've allowed. Okay. So there are a ton of people that are like me that are paying attention to this that want to know about the holistic side, the natural side, the way to make your body do things on its own. And so I love the verbiage of this, my GLP supplement is meant to trigger your gut to boost your GLP and GIP levels naturally on its own. It's triggering your body to do what it's done for life. But as we get older, all these things slow down, right? Or I'm almost 50. Our bodies, our internal, everything slows down. And so this is basically just giving it a little kick in the pants and saying, hey, don't slow down yet. Remake more of what you have. Okay. So if you talk about it like that, people are going to listen. People are going to say, oh, yeah, I want my body to naturally make more of what it's supposed to, make more of what it has, and not have to take a synthetic supplement or synthetic medication or something else that's going to come with something else just to be able to feel better. Like, people are wanting a natural, holistic side of things. So make sure you're plugging into those people. The quick fix people, they're, whatever. But the people that want to be healthier, live longer, feel better, those are your people. Okay. Stephanie, Katie, Judy, anybody got anything last minute? This will be a short one.
I really don't. Get on the call tonight. Definitely be on the call tonight. Encourage your teams to be on the call tonight. You guys keep the momentum. Just stay excited. Like, how can you not be excited? We have our hands on something that like the world does not have, but we need, and everyone is focused on that. I would say also respect people where they are. There's people who are using these shots and they're helping them and they're reaping massive benefits. I'm a nurse as well. So just respect them where they are. Don't bash them or like really harp on the side effects, because people want to know that you care and they want to know, hey, can I take this with it to kind of encourage some of those things to happen a little faster.
Well, and let's talk about that, Katie, on the nurse side really quickly. So one thing that Jason Camper has said this whole time is this can be partnered with those that are on the shots. Because if you're not eating as much, you're not getting the nutrients that you need, and you may be losing, not everybody does this, but some people are losing muscle mass. And that's where that like Ozempic face and whatever it's called comes into play. Cause I have a girlfriend that she's losing weight and she was like, my doctor was like, I need this, and she's tried other things. But she's like, I work out every day, but I feel weak. And so this will be the perfect partnership. So like she is thriving currently to fill in her nutritional gaps in the meantime, but they have talked about this will partner with those that are on the shot as well. So yeah, like she said, don't bash anybody. Don't be like, oh my God, you shouldn't be on that. Be like, oh my gosh, this is meant to partner with you too. So Katie, if you want to like touch on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Our bodies adjust and kind of get immune or used to certain things, especially when taking the synthetics too. So sometimes people are like, kind of sitting at a medium that they've been at for a little while. So this could help them take them to the next step. Like they said too, with insurances just decide like yesterday that, oh, you're not going to be covered on this anymore or whatever. So like we have so many different options for people, but like Amber was saying with like the nutrition and so forth, like a lot of people on the shots, they just don't eat as much because it helps to reduce their hunger and their cravings. But at the same time, we need the nutrition. So that's why they're losing some of the muscle mass. They're not getting the nutrients that they need. So I definitely would encourage doing this with it. I mean, what would it hurt, right? So, you know, people who are worried about price point too, if they're investing in the shots, tell them, hey, do you have other friends that are doing this with you? Do you have other friends that you think would want to try the holistic approach versus the shots? So you're doing it together. That way, then you're going to also maximize on the referral program. They're going to use it for free. They're going to share it with their friends. Instead of getting one sale, you're going to get 3. And who knows what's going to come from that. So that's what I have. Thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm going to add to that about the price point, and I meant to say this earlier, is one, be confident when you speak about it, because even if you feel like personally, maybe in your life or your bank account right now, $225 is a lot, that is completely understandable, but you don't know where somebody else is or how desperately they need this and what they would be willing to spend. And I will tell you that when somebody has been asking me, well, I've had several messages when they're asking, hey, how much is it going to cost? What's the price point? And once we found out, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only $225 for all 4 steps, 30-day supply. How freaking awesome is this? Like, being confident and say it's only $225. Yes, somebody may be like, oh, that's a lot. Be like, I totally get it. But what I know is when this comes out, Le-Vel has proof in the pudding that everything they put out works. And so being confident, and you know, this is a $3 billion brand that's been around for 12 years, that has done what it says it's going to do. And I'm so freaking excited for that. Judy, do you want to talk?
Yeah, so I actually had a customer that has probably recently in the last 3 or 4 months gotten on the shot, and she is going to have a couple week break before she'll get her product from us. But she is excited because she was paying $5.95 a month, and I don't know where she came up with that money because she never has money. I feel like money's a struggle for her. So like, regardless, they will find the money if they want to do that shot. And there wasn't this alternative. This is giving them an option. And that's what I like about this company is there's always options. Like if this isn't in my budget, I can just do the 3 classic steps or whatever. Like, but this is giving her an option from the shot to take my GPL. So GLP. I always say it backwards.
Absolutely.
Somebody corrected me on it, and I said, well, I guess it doesn't matter. A lot of people are still fine with it. So
it's okay.
You don't have to be perfect to do this business.
Absolutely not. And I still have a customer that she messages me all the time. She goes, girl, I need more of those DTFs. And I'm like, oh, I stopped correcting her because she's been a customer for 10 years, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. So
ignorance and fire.
Yeah, I don't care what you call it. Let's just get it in your body. All right. So guys, I'm so excited. Get on the call tonight. Message your teams today. Please get off this Zoom and go message your people. I don't care if they haven't promoted in 2 years. Go message them. Oh my gosh, the call tonight. Here's the info. Are you getting on? I can't wait for you to hear it. Like, go be excited. Excitement breeds excitement. Remember that. Excitement breeds excitement. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for hopping on and sharing. And all of you that jumped on, thanks for spending your morning with us. And happy Tuesday. Happy payday.